About 1,000 kilometers off the coast of Ecuador is an archipelago of islands called Galapagos. Everybody has heard of it, and just about everybody who has heard of it wants to go there. And why wouldn't you? It is a truly unique place where Jurassic Park meets Garden of Eden, where seals lounge lazily on boardwalks and penguins swim in crystal blue seas. A group of islands so full of life and so untouched by the passing of time that great lengths are taken to ensure that this jewel in the crown of planet Earth is accessible only to those who are prepared to respect the area and its precious wealth of wildlife.
Well, it may not surprise you to hear that the very best way to view Galapagos is in a boat. It may also not surprise you to hear that there's not that many boats available to hire, certainly no luxury yachts. Until now. And what a yacht she is. If you're a regular viewer of this YouTube channel, you may even recognize her.
The last time I was on board this 50-metre Italian-built super yacht, she was lying in Turkey and called Dr. No-No. Since then, she has been purchased, upgraded to a remarkable standard, and has cruised to Galapagos to be made available for charter. That may sound easy, but actually, she is the result of 5 years of work by an incredibly tenacious entrepreneurial owner who has obtained every permission, every certificate, every requirement put in place by the fiercely protective authorities to ensure that now the Galapagos Islands can be enjoyed from a platform of luxury never before seen. Welcome to Aqua Mare, the most significant yacht to visit Galapagos since the HMS Beagle. Now, the owner of Aqua Mare understood that if he was to bring new levels of service to the area, he would have to work hard to offer something far beyond just a beautiful yacht. In contrast to yacht charters in other parts of the world, most guests will be keen to get off the yacht and see the local wildlife. So, Aqua Mare has 2 full-time naturalist guides at the exclusive disposition of guests on board. 2 large tenders that they refer to as floating jeeps are used to get guests on and off the islands, and these excursions are nothing short of remarkable. The rugged, powerful landscape of Galapagos is teeming with life. Seeing giant tortoises, some over 100 years old, in a setting that has probably hardly changed since the Big Bang, is something I will never forget. I heard one of our groups say, "These are prehistoric animals here," and he's right, not just the tortoises, but so many other creatures in Galapagos seem to come from another era. I'm sure I saw a pterodactyl flying overhead at one point. This remarkable wildlife is reflected throughout the yacht, and the owner has done so with extraordinary style. Aqua Mare now has 7 guest staterooms, and in each stateroom, beautiful original artwork can be found that harkens back to the 1830s when Charles Darwin and his team were exploring the area. Sketches of flora and fauna, as well as all kinds of creatures, can be found throughout the entire vessel, actually not just in the staterooms, but also in the main deck lounge that's now designed to allow guests to enjoy an inside eating option. And in the enormous Sky Lounge, By the way, even the books found on the shelves here have been carefully selected so that they're likely to interest people who are visiting the area. Unique and intriguing accessories throughout the yacht have been custom made to pay tribute to the volcanic archipelago, and this is especially noticeable whilst dining on board. But before I tell you about the dining experience, let me introduce you to Pedro Miguel Schiaffino. Pedro is one of Peru's greatest culinary minds, having run highly successful top-end restaurants in South America. He's now the consulting chef for Aqua Mare, and I had the absolute pleasure of joining him as he perused the local market to consider how to integrate local fruits and vegetables into the menu for the yacht. His knowledge of food was surpassed only by his insatiable curiosity to learn more from the locals, and his insatiable curiosity was surpassed only by my insatiable appetite to enjoy what was, quite simply, some of the most tasty and unique dishes I have ever eaten. Pedro worked closely with the chefs on board Aqua Mare to ensure that everything that came out of the galley was of world-class standards, locally sourced, refreshing and nourishing both to the body and to the soul. Aqua Mare has been updated to offer more luxury accommodation than was found on board in her previous existence, but she has retained all of her great features too. That huge sun deck with a sumptuous and enticing jacuzzi pool and a sizable barbecue area. Plenty of outside dining space. And the piece de la resistance, this superb water-level beach club that can be used as a meeting point for snorkeling expeditions or just as a cozy water-level lounge to enjoy relaxing with one of the crew's specialty cocktails.
Without a doubt, the most extraordinary yacht charter that we've ever covered on this channel. We've only spent a couple of days on board Aqua Mare, and we've seen a fraction of what Galapagos has to offer, but I cannot recommend a visit to this area highly enough. Of course, once you decide to come to Galapagos, you need to choose a place to stay, and Aqua Mare has raised the level of luxury accommodation in this area to new heights. Now you can charter the entire yacht, or you can also charter just one stateroom, and I would suggest that that makes the opportunity of this incredible luxury charter experience open to a far larger group of people. The owner of Aqua Mare refers to guests on board as affluent explorers. That is to say, people who do want to explore the world's most fascinating places, but they also like to be able to sleep in a nice stateroom in the evening. They also like to be able to enjoy fine dining from amazing chefs in the evenings. If you are such an affluent explorer and you'd like to come to Galapagos and enjoy the luxury on board Aqua Mare, then do get in touch with us at the email address shown on screen now.